Table of Contents. Forward Chapter 1. Basic Tools. Required. Chapter 2. Working on floors, walls and ceilings. Chapter 3. Working on windows, doors, and lighting. Chapter 4. Working on bathrooms, kitchens, and basements. Chapter 5. Working on the house, exterior. Chapter 6. Always have a first aid kit. Wrapping up. Forward. When it comes to having the right handyman tools, getting a set with some level of quality is better than just throwing together a few bits and pieces to make up a kit. Handyman at Work. The Basic Do-It-Yourself Guide for Family Man. Chapter 1. Basic Tools Required. Synopsis. The following are some of the more common tools that are recommended to be included in your tool set. The essential tools. Here is a list of the must-have tools. 20-inch hand saw. Although there are a lot of different types of hand saws available in the market for various uses, getting one that will be able to be used for general purposes will be more than enough. This can come in the form of the universal wood saw that has medium-sized teeth that are spread out approximately 7 teeth per inch. 16-0Z. Claw hammer. This is suitable for medium-weight hammering jobs. However, if needed, a lighter or heavier one can also be used with equal comfort and accuracy, as this will really depend on the individual using the tool. This can be done by simply gripping the different weighted hammers to feel which one has the most suitable balance for the individual. Stanley knife. This tool is particularly useful when there is a need for a sharp yet safe cutting tool. The safety and storage designs are well done and the size is compatible and comfortable to use. 20mm and 8mm chisels. These tools are suitable for most woodwork jobs. However, it is essential to keep these tools sharp at all times to ensure they give optimum results when needed. Junior hacksaw. Most DIY jobs are usually quite small and very rarely complicated, thus the junior hacksaw should be able to work well for most sawing-related jobs. They also work well on wood and metal, such as cutting metal pipes, trimming window blinds and shortening wood pieces. Punch. This tool is especially suitable for hammering the heads of nails below the surface of wood prior to filing. It is considered one of the more essential tools next to the hammer when it comes to jobs involving nails. Chapter 2. Working on floors, walls and ceilings. Synopsis. Most people today opt to do their own home improvement work, and although such exercises require a certain amount of experience, the internet is a great source and encouragement for those who want to tackle these improvements themselves. Helpful hints. The following are some tips on how this can be done systematically and without causing too much stress. Floors. Lay out the band boards by using the square, tape measure and pencil, and then the task of measuring and marking can begin. Set measurements have to be followed to ensure the finished work is well placed and there are no unsightly overlaps. Cutting the floor joist according to the subtraction of 3 inches for the band boards should be done. The attaching of the joists to band boards should be done with the use of 16-penny nails. Then a bead of adhesive caulk could be applied down each joist using an instrument called a caulk gun. The subflooring should be laid out carefully, ensuring the long edge lays perpendicular to the way the studs run. The 8-penny nails should be spaced every 8 to 10 inches down each stud. Walls. Very similar to the outlaying of floors with the exception of remembering to mark out allowances for windows and doors and other walls that may tie in. Cutting wall studs, headers, jack studs, sill plates, crown or king studs, partition posts and corner posts, should be done to the required length. Measurements should also be done up the length of the wall and across the base of the wall. Erect the wall and attach it to the floor, sewing 16-penny nails through the bottom plate and into the floor. Joists. Ceilings. This is similar to the laying of the ceiling and requires the nailing of the ceiling joists at an angle to the wall without splitting the floor joist. Then attach the ceiling joist hangers to the ceiling joist and top plate of the walls, ideally using joists hanger nails. Chapter 3. Working on windows, doors and lighting. Synopsis. The Task of working on windows, the DIY style, requires a few tools and some simple steps that are fairly easy to follow. How to do it yourself. The first step would be to get the precise measurement noted down in order to purchase the material needed accordingly. Testing the fit of the new unit would be wise before actually installing it permanently. A polyurethane sealant is applied around the existing window frame to ensure it is weatherproof, then installation screws are used to fasten it into the solid wood frame. Put in the window bottom first, and then tilt the top into place. Then use thin wedges called shims to center the window. As for doors, the first step involves measuring the doorway opening and then laying the door on sawhorses. Remember to provide in the measurements an inch or two for carpets to run under the door. Then, apply painter's tape along the length of the marked out frame and on the plate of the saw, while cutting the door along the mark. Screw the hinges and the door together, then move it through the frame. Once the door is leveled out, nail through the frame to the wall, then use low expansion foam to fill the spaces between the door and the wall, which should effectively keep the door in place. As for lighting, the first thing would be to disconnect the power supply, which can be done by turning off the circuit breaker or removing the fuse. Remove any coverings in the light bulbs and then disconnect them from the electrical box by removing the screws. Observe the existing connections before replacing them with new ones so that the job can be simply mimicked. The three wires are white negative, black positive, and the green or bare copper ground wires. The black wire should be connected to the brass screw, the white to the silver screw, and green to the green screw. Then remount the fixture and turn the power on.